So first things first, New York is adding hundreds of red light cameras, basically to catch all speed and to be able to get y'all tickets in the mail. Hundreds of cameras in order to make sure that they add value into their coffers. Take a look.
Well, if you have a lead foot when it comes to trying to beat a red light, here's more of an incentive to tap the brakes instead of the gas. Hundreds more red light cameras are coming to an intersection near you. Fox 5's Arthur Chen live in the East Village, a hot spot for red light runners. Arthur.
Steve, this is East House, and that's Allen Street over there. This is an intersection the city cannot be proud of. Since 2020, there have been at least 30 crashes here, close to 40 people seriously hurt, one person killed, and it's one of the reasons why the city has said to Albany it needs an extra tool to get drivers to try to run fewer red lights, and after a long fight, they've gotten their wish.
The examples are stunning. While some drivers may think running a red light is harmless, surveillance videos show otherwise, with people getting seriously hurt or killed in New York. Now lawmakers in Albany have given the green light to quadrupling the number of red light cameras at New York City intersections, which means from only 1% of intersections being covered, soon 5% of the city's intersections will have them.
Since the introduction of the program 30 years ago, running through red lights has decreased by more than 70%. And so we know that it is a proven way to stop people from breaking the traffic law and running red lights.
We used crashmapper.org, which uses the city's data to track crashes. Since 2020, the yellow dots are the crashes where people are injured. Red dots are where people have been killed. At least 1,183 people have been killed in that time, nearly 216,000 hurt. Still, critics are opposed to it, saying the city first has to address illegal plate covers and ghost cars that have proliferated.
Anything that's just a camera-based program is just a money grab. Because at the end of the day, these camera violations don't lead to points on licenses. And points on licenses is what really leads to changes in behavior.
But the DOT and safety advocates both tell Fox 5 that the data clearly shows red light cameras are working, even pointing out drivers running red lights often injure or kill people in other cars.
We know that intersections where we've put in red light cameras, there have been fewer crashes for other people in cars. It's safer for you if you drive in a car every single day to have red light cameras on your street than for there to not be red light cameras.
As for the money grab accusation, the law's main sponsor says there's an easy way for drivers not to pay anything at all.
It's really simple. Just don't run a red light and you won't have to pay for a ticket.
So New York is doing a cash grab. I think that all of this is basically the ability to be able to tax you. However, two things can be true at the same time. I don't think that that's the reason why they're installing these red light cameras in order to prevent more crashes. Absolutely not. I think that the main reason why they're installing red light cameras is in order to make more money. However, like I said, two things can be true. They could be making more money and making things safer. The one thing that they did say, in addition to that, that actually speaks to a bigger problem is that they also need to solve for the ghost plates and the ghost cars and all of that, because even if you got a red light camera, people won't necessarily get ticketed because they don't even have a proper plate on their car, and so you can't really identify the person that you're sending the ticket to. You see what I'm saying? So it can be a issue or a problem because the perpetrators or the people that's out here doing the worst crimes and the behaviors may not necessarily be the ones that's running the red lights. You see what I'm saying? So it may just be a ticket or a flag on a play for people that's actually law-abiding citizens, may have been going a little bit over. But again, safety and a cash grab at the same time, I don't know. Anyways, let's continue over. So in addition to that, Obama showed back up. He's starting to show his face a lot more. We're starting to get a lot of Obama sightings. You don't really get a whole lot of Obama sightings, right? But Obama showed back up in Chicago, and he went to visit the construction site of his future presidential library. Take a look.
Well, it was kept under wraps until just about an hour ago. Former President Barack Obama visited the Jackson Park site of his future presidential center today as builders marked a new milestone.
CBS 2 political reporter Chris Ty joins us with what Mr. Obama told those making the new museum a reality. Chris.
Joe and Erica, he spoke to the small group of Chicagoans helping build out the structure that will tell the story of his life and help shape his legacy. But in a year charged up over questions of who are you going to vote for, the former president in hard hat and vest steered totally clear of anything resembling politics.
They've marked a milestone here, 60 blocks south of the Loop,
At 225 feet high, they call it the Museum Building, the centerpiece of this 19-acre campus. And the man it's named after,
okay, let's do this,
arrived to sign his name alongside the workers who are bringing it to life.
Well, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you so much, everybody.
The Obama Presidential Center, just blocks from Lake Michigan at 62nd Street, had made news as some criticized it taking over green space and potentially pricing some residents from the neighborhood.
I absolutely love that it's coming.
But for evangelist Latisse Porter, who lives just across the street, that noise, she says, came from people not living here.
A lot of us are saying we want it. We glad they coming, but a lot of them are saying they don't. But I live over here. These people that's saying it, they don't even live over here. And I can't wait till it's finished.
Slated to be finished 2 years from now, the project that began years ago as an idea wasn't always a sure thing, a point the former president joked about.
You know, when we started this thing, I wasn't sure it was ever going to get done.
A low-key visit, void of any political posturing, by the pride of the South Side, signing his name.
There you go.
As the project reaches its peak height, a snapshot in time for the men and women making the new Chicago landmark a reality. Earlier in the day, Obama met with young people to talk about what they'd like to see at the center. Some neighbors we spoke with in the neighborhood say traffic has certainly gotten trickier, and a rodent problem began just around the time construction of the center began. They say that is very frustrating, but overall a win for the neighborhood once the dust settled.
Connie, why you say his entire life is a lie? Why did you say, Connie, I'm trying to figure out. Connie says that library will be full of lies because Obama's entire life is a lie. I wonder why you think that, Connie. What part of his life do you think that is a lie? I don't know. Anyways, him having a presidential library in Chicago, I'm not even sure if he still lives in Chicago. I don't know if he's required to live in Chicago or if people are expecting more from him. I know he got rich after he became president, sold a lot of books, made a lot of money from Netflix. I don't know where this rodent problem came from, but it is what it is. And then last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, Apple had its developer conference yesterday. Everybody was hitting me up and saying if I was checking for it. Some of the people that even work for me, some of the developers that work for me, even my editors was asking, did I check for it? Of course I checked for it afterwards because I wanted to see what was going on. Apple Intelligence, new AI upgrades to Siri. AI is the new thing, and so as soon as you throw AI into anything that you're doing, even though Apple was trying to be a lot more low-key about it, your stock price goes up significantly because it's an AI boom right now. Check it out. Shout out to Ash. I'm going to read that shortly.
Siri helps you get everyday tasks done quickly and easily. In fact, Siri users make 1.5 billion voice requests every single day. 13 years ago, we introduced Siri, the original intelligent assistant, and we had an ambitious vision for it. We've been steadily building towards that vision. And now, thanks to the incredible power of Apple Intelligence, we have the foundational capabilities to take a major step forward. So we can make Siri more natural, more contextually relevant, and of course, more personal to you. Right off the bat, you'll see Siri's got a new look. Let me show you. When you talk to Siri, you'll notice it's more deeply integrated into the system experience with this elegant glowing light that wraps around the edge of your screen. And you can speak to Siri more naturally, thanks to richer language understanding capabilities. Even if I stumble over my words, Siri understands what I'm getting at. What does the weather look like for tomorrow at Muir Beach? Oh wait, I meant Muir Woods.
The forecast is calling for clear skies in the morning near Muir Woods National Monument.
Sometimes it takes me a beat to figure out what I actually want to ask Siri, and now it follows right along. Siri also maintains conversational context, so I can follow up and say, create an event for a hike there tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Hike is scheduled for 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. on June 11th.
I didn't have to mention Muir Woods again. Siri understood what I meant when I said there. There are also certain times when you might not want to speak to Siri out loud. What's great is that now, at any time, you have the option to...
Yo, the level of technology and the amount of money and all of the billions and the trillions of dollars that's being poured into technology on a regular basis, It's just scary. It really is. And I know you can't ever put the genie back in the bottle. I know a lot of people always be saying, oh my God, make sure you do this so you can save jobs. It's never going to happen, man. You either got to evolve with the times or you're going to fall behind. And I use it every day, literally every day in corporate America. And you know what it is that I do. I was talking to somebody, a good friend of mine, that's a project manager, and I forgot what kind of chart that they were asking to develop or something like that. I'm like, oh, let me show you how it is that you can leverage artificial intelligence or chat GBT or this thing in order to be able to build this out really, really quickly. Whereas it would take you a whole, 2 or 3 days of dedicating yourself to it. I'm like, hey, just type it. So I just went in and, we typed it out or whatever. And it took me maybe, 30 seconds to get the whole thing as far as what it is that we wanted it to develop. And it just spit it out right there. And so it saved you 2-3 days worth of work and it spit it out immediately. Now, you got to go in and customize it or whatever, but it's just crazy, man. It's just how fast things are moving is absolutely insane to me.
To type to Siri. With just a double tap at the bottom of the screen,
Somebody said they need to get AI to cure cancer. Why would they do that when they make a lot of money in order to be able to treat you for it? Why would they cure something that they can treat you for and make billions of dollars? And also they get billions and billions of dollars a year in donations for the different cancer walks.
Quickly and quietly ask Siri to set an alarm.
Keisha says, I'm horrible in math, so I'm jealous of these kids. Why? Now you got the assistants that be able to get you to wherever it is that you need to be, and you don't have to compete against them. You can absolutely embrace it.
Between text and voice, communicating in whatever way feels right for the moment. We're also laying the groundwork for some brand new ways that Siri will be able to support you. One of which is its extensive product knowledge. Siri now holds a great deal of information about features and settings and can answer thousands of questions when you want to know how to do something on your iPhone, iPad, or Mac. Even if you don't know exactly what a feature is called, you can just describe it, and Siri will find the info you're looking for. Like this: how can I write a message now and have it be delivered tomorrow? Siri understood what feature I was referring to, and now I have step-by-step guidance on how to use the new Send Later feature in Messages.
Yeah, so everybody was excited about the developer conference yesterday for Apple and everything like that. And we're going to discuss it from an investment lens when we get in the stock club later on this afternoon. That is already posted in the Patreon. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. And ladies and gentlemen, that is your Quick Hits.